One of the distinctives of the Vineyard is, I think, beautifully captured in a phrase that was coined some years ago, that we are worshippers of God and rescuers of men, or men and women. And this whole idea of being rescuers of men and women, I think, wonderfully captures the idea that we express the love of God and the compassion of God and the mercy of God for people around. In particular, maybe in healing. The Vineyard has always been known as a healing movement. It was our commitment to be instruments of God's healing power that really brought us about in the first place under John Wimber's leadership. So we lean towards the lost and the sick and the outcast and the poor. We hope with the compassion of Jesus. We pray for the sick. We break the power of spiritual darkness and bondage in people. We feed the hungry. We clothe the naked. We empower the powerless. That text in Luke chapter 4, you remember when Jesus was entering on his, embarking upon his ministry, and it records how he got up and said, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he's anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to release the oppressed and to proclaim the day of the Lord's favour." He's anointed me to preach the good news to the poor. And there are many, many, many ways in which the good news of Jesus can be articulated to the poor. And there's a woman I met recently who was, some months ago, was heavily pregnant and was hospitalized in another part of the country because her husband, her partner, had attacked her so violently. And then the police, for her own safety, relocated her miles away to a shelter in another town. And from that new town that she moved to, she connected with some Vineyard people. And then a little bit later, she'd obviously discovered Jesus and had started on her journey with Jesus, and she was baptized. And she got up and she's very economical with her words. She just said, "I moved here for my own safety. I found this church. I read the little alpha booklet, Why Jesus? And I've never looked back." And I thought to myself, that captures the business we're in. That's the gospel being preached to the poor. And it was so wonderful and so moving, so exciting to see what God was doing in her life.